could you tell us about how you got involved with Excedrin?
Yeah, no
And
problem.
and you know the question.
Right, sure. It's actually been amazing. I teamed up with Excedrin for their new campaign, which is Managing Migraines, Know Your Triggers, Know Your Treatment. And basically what they had found out through some research is that a lot of people want to know, what triggers a migraine, what brings them on, but there were only about 11% of people that are actually tracking that. So what they did is at Excedrin.com, you can download this free app that they have called My Migraine Triggers. And basically what you do, it's like a migraine diary. You have a migraine, you go in and you describe, it'll ask you questions and you describe everything about what happened that day, the time, what you ate, how it felt. And eventually, as you keep doing that and you're tracking it, you have these charts and these graphs and these kind of like pie charts that you see, and it literally breaks it down into percentages on what your personal triggers are. So for me, I've been tracking mine, and for me, I know that stress and anxiety is one that I definitely get migraines from, and another one is actually climate and weather, because I fly so much. But it's been amazing because now that I'm armed with that, I can know, okay, I'm gonna have a long day, and I gotta make sure I've got some Excedrin migraine in my purse so I can just be prepared for it just in case. We teamed up with them because my mom actually, she suffered from migraines for as long as I can remember. And what I learned as I teamed up with Excedrin is that it's hereditary. So thank you, Mom. So I get it from my mom. And for me, I actually suffer pretty moderately. My mom, she would get knocked out. She had very severe migraines and she would be on the couch in a dark room. And I just remember, not being able to do anything to help. And the only thing that worked for her was Excedrin migraine. So once I started suffering from them a couple years ago, which I can't even imagine what sparked that. I guess American Idol maybe. After that happened, I started suffering from them a couple years ago, and the first thing I thought of was Excedrin migraine. So it's been really great to be a part of this campaign and to also learn a lot about it in the process as well.
Now, you said it affects you moderately. In the times that you have been on tour or in front of the camera acting, has it improved or halted a performance at any time in your career?
Luckily, I actually haven't had any that I've had to stop a performance or couldn't do something, but there have been moments where I have one and I'm just like, I don't know if I can do anything for the rest of the day. It's not really during something that I've already done, but there have been moments too after I do a concert, from singing so much and doing those notes and the pressure in my head, I'll have a migraine after I have a concert. So that's happened too. Sometimes I've had to delay the meet and greets after the concert just so I can decompress and find some relief. But Excedrin migraine is the only thing that nips it in the bud if I feel something coming on, and it's the only thing that's fast, that has fast relief when I have one. So it's been pretty crazy, and unfortunately, they've kind of become more frequent because I keep adding more to my plate, so I'm kind of just doing it to myself. But it's been really great to team up with them, and I'm really excited to be able to bring awareness to this and talk about it because a lot more people suffer from migraines than we really realize.
Now, speaking of migraines, someone from who's trying out for American Idol this year has to go in front of Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj. What would you say that they would have to do to impress them so they're not going crazy before they perform?
I literally have no idea. I would probably go into complete fangirl mode if I was standing in front of Mariah Carey. She's one of those ones for me. I probably would totally do what my fans do. Can I have a hug? All that stuff. But I think to impress them, I think you just have to believe in your talent that you have. And I also think that you should go in there and just kill it like you can. Make sure the songs that you do show off your voice though. Don't start at the beginning and hope that you're gonna get to the good part. Just start at the good part when you audition and make sure you just knock them dead with that.
Very cool. And you worked with Whitney, obviously. How do you believe that she shaped your future as an artist?
That is a great question, actually. I think I don't think I've ever been asked that yet. So thank you.
Oh, cool.
Whitney was absolutely incredible. She was so sweet and funny, and she was so kind. Like, you don't see very much women lifting other women up, like just being so encouraging. And she wanted to see all of us shine. And it was amazing to see how she was like that. You know, we all have to be encouraging to one another. We all have to root for one another because we're all living this life and we all have things to deal with. And I think that that was something that she really taught me and showed me. It was a really good, shining example of that. But she shaped my career now. That the first movie I ever did is Sparkle with her. And the last songs that she did were for that movie and with me. So her legacy and my story are forever going to be intertwined. And it actually gets it's amazing to think about that. I get kind of speechless for sure.
And finally, you've worked with so many great artists, so many great actors and actresses. Is there someone that you're dying to work with to make your story go on and be equally as successful as it already is?
Oh man, okay. There's a lot of people, but I would love to work with Emma Stone. I think she is so great. We actually did community theater together.
Oh,
We
nice.
were like 12 and 13 back in Arizona. So we did that, and she was super talented even then. I just remember watching her going, she's incredible. So I would love to do something with her.
Well, you'll have to be her best friend in Spider-Man 2 then.
Hey, put in a good word for me. If you see anybody out there, just say, I would love to be in Spider-Man 2.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time.
No problem.
And I look forward to speaking to you in the future.
Well, thank you so much. Have a good day.